Coming up on episode 2 of the Press Start podcast, bad drivers, TikTok, and gambling. Hit that like button. Let's get to it. Welcome to episode 2 of the Press Start podcast.
Hi.
Hi. So, first, before we get into other things, Adam sent me a few dash cam driver clips. These are in Pittsburgh, and we're going to watch and react to these dingleberries driving. Oh, there it is.
Yay.
Unavailable message. I don't even know what that message sent before this device was added to the conversation. This message can't be delivered? What?
That's dumb.
Come on, Zuckerberg. Get your shit together. This is so stupid. Seriously, this guy has billions of dollars and nothing works on here. As you can see, Adam's microphone stand brought to you by Pokemon. And my microphone stand is brought to you by a Walmart shipping box. Nothing but the highest quality production for this podcast, folks.
Boy, you're crazy.
Man caught riding 100 plus miles.
Boy, you're crazy.
Bro, that is like... Okay, that is like literally an every hour occurrence here. This guy acts like... He must not be from around here.
He must not be.
Yeah, there's no way. Maybe the accent maybe was like West Virginia. Maybe he gambles at Mountaineer. I don't know. Yeah, there's no way. Like that is that is literally every hour here.
It's crazy how people just fly, especially that road going into Pittsburgh is just nuts.
It's bad.
People fly going that way.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's like a 55 mile an hour, and people pass me going like 80.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because it's right before the tunnels, huh?
Yep.
Downtown. Yeah, all the time.
Boy, you're crazy.
You're crazy, boy. I'm going to Mountaineer. All right, so this one is right before the Squirrel Hill or Fort Pitt tunnels, and yeah. So watch what happens. I just want one-time capture an idiot like this.
Yeah, like there's no way you should be going that fast. I'm sorry. That's way too quick.
Yeah, dumb. He deserved everything he got right there. Totally deserved. Probably wasn't hurt because he smashes into those things. They're like rubber or whatever. But
yeah, he was on the passenger side.
Total idiot. And somebody, I was going through the comments on that one. Somebody was like, "Oh, the one time there was no traffic there too."
Yeah, really.
And that's the idiots that caused the backup there. I think is stupid stuff like that.
Because everybody was probably stuck there for the next hour and a half.
Yeah. Yep. So they had to wait, and then cops have to come, and a tow truck has to come. So yeah, it's that was totally idiotic. And that's, but people drive like that. Like that stretch of road is 376, even after the tunnels, because right when the clip ends is like where the tunnels begin, and right after that, people just fly and tailgate, and I figured it out here. I think I know what the issue is. People either drive 30 miles an hour under the speed limit or 45 over. They just don't know how to just go within the 5 to 10 mile range of whatever the speed limit is. That's the problem here in Pittsburgh.
It's true,
right?
I mean, it's crazy. Like literally, this is a little bit off topic, but not. Like I feel like I'm gonna get some I don't know, some like negativity from this, I guess. I couldn't think of the word. But like I feel like after a certain age you should have to take your driver's test again.
I agree. I've always said that, but
I know most of the time it's usually young people that cause stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
or middle-aged people at least, but like there's some drivers out there that should not be out on the road.
I agree, because there was one, this lady, I don't even think she could see over the wheel, and she was just like, you shouldn't be driving, and she was like almost veering into cars. Luckily, it was just this is back where I used to live, and it was just in like a shopping center, so she wasn't going fast, but still, like, it's
dangerous.
You should have like somebody take you around at that point. Like that's what we did with my grandparent. Like my grandma didn't. We took her everywhere. She did not drive, even though she claimed she knew how to drive. We're like, no, you're not driving, because and sometimes it's not even them. It's the other people around them that they don't know how to react. So it's especially with these maniacs out there, going whatever. But I think if you're just like that last clip we saw, you should freaking lose your license for a year.
Yeah,
like it's stupid.
Especially since it was caught on like
I know.
Camera.
That's why I have my dash. I'm waiting for the one time to just capture some idiot like that, and I'll be like,
Dummies.
"Yep, I got the jag off on camera, and I'll send it right to the cops.
Yep. And you can show it to them or whatever, and it can.
So
can
here's actually this is a cool story, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, and you can do this. At least here in Pittsburgh, you could. So I lived closer to the city, and twice I caught this idiot tow truck. Like, I'm going up a hill. Okay, it's residential, so it's 25 miles an hour, and it's there's like a yellow line, so
Yeah.
you can't pass. It's one way each side. And I'm going up the hill, like, to go back home, like, a little bit away from the city. And this tow truck is zooming. He is on my ass. And he passes, like, the double yellow, going, this tow truck. And I think it's because they think that they're just immune to whatever. Oh, I got to get to whatever. And
Was it a tow truck or like one of like the flatbed rollback ones?
yeah, it was like one of those. But still, it was like a private company, you know, like, but I from what I hear that like those guys, I guess, compete to whoever goes to the job first or something gets the thing. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think there's enough towing to be here for everybody, especially in this city. But anyway, he passes me and it just pissed me off so bad. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I have my dash cam. My dash cam records speed, the GPS location and everything, so you can put it on Google Maps and it shows the route and everything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this. So I put together this DVD of the video files. What are you laughing about?
You actually put a DVD together?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I know this.
Put together this DVD of the files, and then I put like a text document, like a little description. I was going up blah, blah, blah street, because I can get the street names from the dash cam, so I didn't have to go back and like look at it. And I was going this way, away from the city, but I just did like, I made like a little, explanation thing, and I sent it to the Pittsburgh police. And because Pittsburgh police has a motorcycle like unit, and they just do like traffic stuff. So
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had a motorcycle unit.
but they're like, if you're on the other side, they're real anal about everything. So but again, the story gets better. So, and again, I didn't know you could do this. So I sent it to him, not thinking anything. I'm like, because I've never had luck with like, whatever in my old town that I lived in. So I think I might have included my email or something. Yeah, I think I included an email address, and I got an email back. It was or a message or something, and it was like, hey, I'm the blah blah blah, I'm the head of the whatever, the motorcycle, the traffic whatever of Division 6 or whatever, because they're like different divisions in Pittsburgh. And he's like, thanks for this, just want to let you know we'll take care of it. He's like, no action required on your part, because since I can write a, basically he said that he can write a citation or whatever or from the video. Like, since I don't have to, I guess the only other way you could do it is if you just went in and say, hey, I witnessed this, but you don't have video proof though.
Yeah.
So they can basically just write a citation off of the video, and like if the guy like took it to court or whatever, I wouldn't have to appear because it's just on video. So I don't know what came of it, but they said they were going to take care of it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So hopefully that Jagoff got it on his record. So moral of the story, don't speed around me, because I got dash cams out the front, rear, and every other angle you could think of. Isn't that crazy, though?
That is
You could
crazy.
do it. I mean,
at least they actually did something about it.
yeah. If I saw something like that here, like where I live now, I'd probably try it again, just because why not? I mean, it would have to be really like, something like that. Because when I was in college, every day this guy would pass me. Because it must have been the same time of the day, and I wasn't driving like a grandma. The guy was just impatient, and that's what like lit my fire to get a dash cam. It's like I want to capture one of these idiots and turn them in.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that. I don't know. Hopefully, I guess it depends on the police department how busy they are. But like I said, Pittsburgh has that separate traffic division, so maybe that's why they were able to take care. I don't know, but. Yeah,
especially with how bad driving's been these days.
Yeah.
It's best to have one, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
As I don't have one yet.
And the cops are usually never at the right spot at the right time. Like, it's just, so that's another reason why, especially something serious. Like, come on, you're a tow truck driver. You should know better. Come on. Like, I don't care. There's no excuse for that. It's just ridiculous. It wasn't like I was going 10 miles an hour either. I was probably going 26, 27 and a 25, so.
Say it, but like I've been going like 5, 6, 7 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Yeah.
Which like isn't terrible. Not many cops care, I don't think.
Yeah.
As long as you're not going 20 over. But like
Right.
there's been times where I've been going like 70 and a 65. And these dudes would just blow by me going like 100 miles an hour. It's like, where
I
are the
know.
cops at?
Yeah,
Like,
I
what?
know, it's crazy.
Like, the one time you're not sitting there.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, there's times where I'll admit it, there's times where because you're on the highway, sometimes you go 10 over, and they're still riding you and passing you, and it's like, I don't know how much faster you want me to go here,
I'll joke around. I'll be like, man, I didn't know it was National Go 25 over the speed limit.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes I'll brake tap them.
yeah, scare them off a
Brake
little bit.
check.
Brake
I
check.
swear to God, I joke around with Adam about this all the time. I want Zone 28 Greg is like a genius of making things. I want I want him to wire a button in my car and then it like goes to this little compartment in the back of the car where it holds like a bed of like nails and crap. And I could just push the button and the little thing tilts and the nails fly all over. Oh, I know that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just joking. I'm just saying.
That's some James Bond.
Freaking awesome would that be for just to get or just maybe something that shoots out the back and splatters all over there, like some melted gummy bears or something, and then they're wiping their windshield and it's like, ew, I got gummy bears. Hey, I don't know. I'm just saying. Shark Tank, I might pitch it.
I don't know if they'd go for it, but it'd be an idea.
Hey, sharks, are you tired of jagoffs behind you? What would I call that product though? You gotta think of a cool name for it.
Jagoff Eliminator.
Jagoff Eliminator.
I feel like that half them people don't even drive anyway. They got so much money.
Yeah, I know. They got private jets and
They got private jets.
They
and
could teleport.
drivers. They could teleport.
And we'll be doing more dash cam clips like that because I actually have a bunch of my own. I didn't have them ready for this podcast, but we'll be doing more in the future. Ooh, excuse me. In the future, we will be doing
The big
right.
sore subject.
Oh, by the way, we tried Logan Paul's stuff. You know who took the ones in the can? Jaden, which is Go-Kart Daryl's son.
Ooh.
Took him. He just took him. So I'm like, yeah, dude. I don't want him.
Have them.
He's like, I'll take him. I'm
They're
like,
foul.
hey, take him. All right, so we're gonna talk about TikTok. Woo! I gotta get this episode out ASAP.
TikTok.
Maybe this will be episode 1.
Maybe.
I don't know. So we're gonna talk about TikTok since it's a hotter topic right now. A couple weeks ago, it got banned for a day.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So I didn't know this. It's actually not in the Google Play Store, and you have Iowa. It's not in there.
Store.
Okay, so it's not in there. So either I don't know what the purpose of that whole message was. Like that's what I don't understand. First of all,
I don't.
like why would they have the message? You know what I mean? Like
I don't.
if they're just gonna bring it back.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Because they did it like right before. I'm pretty sure they shut it down, quote unquote, on like the day before Election Day or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Trump got back in and he was like, "Oh, we're bringing back TikTok."
TikTok.
and then he just brought it back the next day, like the inauguration day.
I don't know.
I don't get the point of it.
But why even do like it? Just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
What?
There's still limited restrictions on it. Like obviously you can't download it still. I don't know if there's anything else different. I don't really use it all that much.
So somebody was saying that it might. Eventually, it's just it's not going to update anymore, so it's going to break. So I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't know if they are pushing updates or not. I don't think so. I feel like because if it's not in the App Store, you can't update it. Unless they can update it.
Well, that's just for us, the U.S.
Us goobers.
Like, they're doing it for Canada.
Yeah.
You could always just get a VPN and probably go on and or just get the APK and download it.
If you're that desperate for TikTok, you need help.
Yeah, that's bad.
You need help.
But
God, this is gonna be a long episode.
This will be a multi-series. I'll tell you that much.
Really.
So my reason for, and we touched a little bit on this. I made a tweet, and it went along the lines of, I feel like I feel weird for being one of the few creators that doesn't mind TikTok being banned, and then I went on to say, like, after the double standards and how it's treated my content, and I'm having mental breakdowns some days trying to, driving an hour and a half in traffic to do a live stream, only for them to ban it in 10 minutes. And it's like, you get all that mojo going. You get like, wow, I got over 1,000 people in here. All right, we're ready to go, and then the stream ends. Like, I just got so flustered at some point because it kept happening. And not only with that, even with my regular content, too, that I post, sometimes will just get, like, I had one, like, a few weeks ago that it was the sound got removed. And it was just my voiceover. I was like, oh, did I accidentally use a song and maybe or whatever? No, it was just a voice. I'm like, what? It went against guidelines? I'm like, what? I didn't even say anything. I'm probably winning a prize in an arcade. It doesn't get more family friendly than that. So
I feel like most of that stuff is like, do you think they look at it, or do you think it's just like, since AI and all this stuff is the new?
I will say
shindig,
this.
like,
I'm not going to mention names, but somebody I know had an inside view of like one of their, I don't know if it was headquarters or what, but we knew a guy that actually worked at TikTok, and basically they have these like, these screens set up, and then, the stuff that's on like the quote unquote For You page, there's like AI, I guess you can call it now, will flag like any little thing. Like there's all these arrows and circles and X's and all over something that could maybe be flaggable or something that can trigger the system. And I guess if there's enough of those visually, or I guess I'm assuming it does audio too, that it will flag it. But at the same time, it on the For You page is like these underage girls, or ones that are almost underage, like half naked in Target, thrusting their with their phone on the shelf for 7 seconds to a song that has 10 swear words in 8 seconds, and that's on the For You page.
Yeah,
it's just, that's the double standards that I put out in my tweet. That I'm like, this is great. I'm sorry, but and I make money on TikTok. It's not like I'm just when stuff does well, which is rare, it's got to be over a minute now for you to make money, so it has to be a minute long.
Which is sad, not to interrupt, but
it's
sad because it's a short form app.
And that's how it started. So, it's so weird how they, now, because before it used to be any length, and you got just a portion of the fund. Now, if it's under a minute, you don't earn anything. It has to be over a minute. But ironically, my stuff that only has a chance on TikTok is the stuff that I push over a minute. Usually if something's under a minute of mine, it doesn't get pushed. So it's like, well, I might as well make it over a minute and just to see if I can earn some money if it hits, if it takes off a little bit.
How my buddy showed me a video the other day from TikTok. It was like 25 minutes long. It's like, why? Like,
I might just start uploading full YouTube videos on there.
Or up and down vertical.
Yeah, I would just have, I'm not zoom cropping 25 minutes. And this is the thing that's frustrating, that the generation that's really growing up with TikTok, not even millennials really, like, yeah, we use it, but it's, it's a lot of like the Gen Zs and alphas that are really like obsessed with it. And the problem is they don't realize how stupid it is, first of all, and how difficult it is, second of all, to smush a video that's horizontal into vertical. Like, it makes no sense for us creators to have to do that. Like, it is the dumbest thing. But if you want to survive, especially if you're doing content full time, you kind of have to do that.
I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can like have a video turn on there. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like how on YouTube on your phone, how like you pull it up and it's like in the box at the top, and then you turn your phone sideways and then it fills it. There's a way to do that on TikTok, I'm pretty sure.
See, I don't know how to upload it that way, though. Like, how do you, or unless you just upload it horizontally.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just dumb. But everybody's just swipes. Nobody's going to watch those So it comes to the point where they should have just stayed, I think, to where how they started. They had a lot of potential. And then they started going out, and then TikTok Shop was the other thing that really irked me. Ugh. It was so dumb. Like, and then it became to the point where you have to either have a shop product or they're not going to push your content at all. And I actually made a spoof video on Instagram, and it got a lot of likes on Instagram, and people were agreeing. Like, and I just called out these stupid emails I get every day. Like, hi, dear sir. Hi, Arcade. We want you to try our dress or our lip gloss. I'm like, yeah, I'm perfect for that because I'm a woman, It's so dumb. I'm sorry, but like, and then I try to contact, this is what's even more frustrating. I try to contact like a legit company. Like, they had, one was like, that had game controller thing, or like one of those emulators that are handheld and it has a bunch of emulators built into it. Mm-hmm. And like, they don't even approve the sample. Like, I'm just trying to get a free product. I wasn't even asking for money. I'm like, if they could just send me a free product, I'll do a stupid TikTok on it.
Yeah.
Can't even get them to do that. So I'm like, what is the point of this? Like, why are these pointless companies emailing me? And the ones that I want, I can't contact. Like, would you ever buy anything on TikTok Shop?
Probably not. Like, that's not the first place that I think of. Like, oh, I need, you know what I need? I need this. I'm not gonna be like, let me check TikTok.
Let me see what influencer is shoving this up my
Yeah,
today,
exactly.
and then I'll buy it.
I have bought like one thing. It was a long time ago, but it was like a bracelet or something. It took like a month to get to me.
Yeah, because it's all like it's like Temu. It just comes from overseas. Like it's not, I guess they have maybe a few that are here in the U.S. like the U.S. warehouse, and it'll say because Temu has that too. But still, I think it takes a while even if it's here.
Temu.
Like they just can't figure it out. Like Amazon figured it out. Like I don't know why TikTok's trying to be Amazon. TikTok's trying to be YouTube. Just try and be TikTok. They're worse than me, for God's sakes. I do the comparison game, and I'll admit it firsthand. When I'm as a content creator, I compare myself all the time to other creators, and I know I shouldn't do that. And even people that I know, I compare myself to, and it's horrible. TikTok is worse than I am. They're trying to be this person or that. Like, just be yourself. I wish I could tell myself this. Maybe this is it. Here, this is the therapy that I needed, Adam.
Yeah, I'm a therapist. I feel like all the apps are doing that though. Like, remember how like Instagram got stories and then TikTok got stories and like everybody's like
YouTube had stories.
Everything's following each other. And it's
I miss when YouTube had stories. Those were good. Because those were the one time I could push a new video out. And sometimes they'd get 15, 20,000 views. And if I got a few people to go over to the video and watch it, that's extra eyeballs,
Hell, I don't know why we don't just make one big app. It's like you talk Insta Talk. Or like
you talk Insta Facebook.
Insta X. Like, just put everything on one.
Instafex.
Do it. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. And that goes into another thing I wanted to talk about. As a creator, it sucks having to create shorts and upload them to 5 different freaking platforms. So I got TikTok, I got Instagram Reels, I got Facebook Reels, because Facebook, my network's been having me post shorts under just a post and not the Reels tab. I know it's very confusing. That's another discussion for another day. And then there's YouTube Shorts. So that's 4 different short form platforms that I'm uploading. I do one on the PC, which is Facebook, and then the rest I do on my phone. And it's super annoying because sometimes I don't know what I uploaded what to. So now what I do is I just upload them one at a time. Like I used to like go on a mass like upload schedule. So I'd edit like maybe 7 or 8, and I would just upload them all in one day and schedule them. But I can't do that anymore because sometimes it's just like I don't know which one I scheduled to what. You know what I mean? So I just upload them as I post them now, and it's a little bit easier. And then once I do that, I just move it from the upload folder to the I posted this folder, and But it's so hard for us creators to keep track of this nonsense. It's just like. There's so many now, and the only one that really kind of pays is YouTube, the shorts. Instagram used to actually pay really good. I had months that were really decent for extra money, and then now it's just the bonus is a show. It's so bad. Dude, it's like, they're like, you earned $25, and that's like pulling in 5 million video views. I'm like, oh boy, I can get a half a tank of gas. Nice. And then Facebook... Facebook used to be decent too, but Facebook has its ups and downs. But and then TikTok's hit or miss. And that's the other thing too, is it has to be over now. Oh, now YouTube you can do up to 3 minutes for a short. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Isn't that,
maybe.
Isn't that stupid?
That's dumb.
But it has to be square aspect ratio, so like a box, or vertical, and then it'll get categorized as a short. Yeah, isn't that nuts?
That's dumb.
So. I think they're pushing them because I know some creators are uploading around the minute 30 mark or past that, and if you can get the retention there, yeah, obviously they're going to push it. It's kind of tough for me to maybe stretch out that long, but that helps at least a little bit to where I don't, because here's what I used to have to do. YouTube was 60 seconds or less, and TikTok was over a minute, so I would make 2 different versions. I would edit one video on TikTok, had to be over a minute. It'd be like a minute and 1 second just to hit that minute mark. And then YouTube, I'd have to cut it down to like 59 seconds or 58 seconds. It's the dumbest thing,
It's just dumb.
But you don't have to do that now, which is nice.
But like back to TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like
The brain rot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said too in my tweet. I said try YouTube once. There's a little less brain rot.
Just listening to all the people freak out and like everybody. Like, I was working that day at my weekend job, and everybody was like, oh, "TikTok got shut down. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna lose it." And I was like, "You need some help." Like, come on.
Oh, that's bad.
Like, are you kidding me?
It is. It's like an addiction. God.
It's sad. It's so sad.
Yeah, that's I think we talked about this too, not on the podcast obviously, but me and Adam were talking about the reaction that people had when it got banned.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
People like crying and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh please.
oh, boo-hoo. Go on Instagram. Go on Twitter.
Yeah, go on
X, go on Facebook. Literally.
Like, why do you need?
Go on YouTube and watch Arcade Man.
Yeah, like why do you need this 99% brain rot short form nonsense? It's bad. And I don't even claim my stuff to be that good. Like, you know, I try and make it entertaining, but I don't claim it to be like top tier content. You know, my short form, or my long form either. But like, you know, short form because you can only do so much. You know, and half the stuff I film that does well is like I don't even know why this is doing well. Like it just it's the dumbest thing. You know, and the stuff I think like, I think this will be really cool, like doesn't do well. It's just like the smarter it is, the less attention it gets. The more dumbed down it is, the better with shorts. So there's my advice to you aspiring shorts creators, kids.
Some of my friends are like huge culprits of this. Like I wouldn't consider myself like an old school. I mean, I'm only 23 for frick's sake. Like
We gotta twist Adam's camera.
oh, my camera.
He's drifting.
I'm drifting away. There we go. But like, I wouldn't consider myself like old school, but like, I don't sit on it all day and like watch it all that.
Yeah,
but,
and
like,
Adam, you're what, 23?
I'm 23.
Yeah, so he's young.
But like, my friends will like sit there and they're like, "Hey, look at this. Hey, look at this." I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to look at your stupid video. Like
I
I just
know.
like,
Oh, it's
what's
like
the
that.
point of hanging out with someone and you're just like, "Hey, look at my phone." Like, I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, and
like,
kudos to Adam for at his age for having a little bit of sense. I think, you know, like, come on. And everyone's like Snapchat too is another thing I don't understand, but that's a whole other thing for another day.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I've tried to download that app 7 times and I still don't. The layout is so confusing. I don't know what does what. There's like 3 profiles and I don't know why. Public, friends, this, and I'm like, wait. I like Instagram. If there's anyone I like, it's Instagram. I wish they paid better for the shorts. I don't know what I even told them at VidCon.
You get 2 million views, you make 20 cents.
Yeah, I'm like, this bonus program sucks. I said, you guys need to figure this out. Every month it's different. That's why I kind of just did not. I could care less about it getting banned. So we don't know what's going to happen here. As we're filming this, it's just not in the App Store. Like if you have it on your phone, you could sell your phone for $2,500.
Yeah, really.
I was thinking of doing that. If I didn't have so much like information on here and all like my passwords and crap and, you know, sensitive stuff like, you know, banking and whatever, I would sell mine seriously and just go out and buy a new phone.
I should do
don't
that
want the
too.
stupid
Sell it
app.
for like 50 grand. Oh my god! I
Yeah.
have TikTok on my phone.
So I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's just some dumb, stupid play. I'm surprised it got this far though, because they've been talking about it like forever.
Yeah, I'm surprised it got to even like shut down for a day.
Yeah, I was ready to throw a goddamn party. I really was. I was gonna call Adam, come over, and we were gonna celebrate with a pinata.
With the pinata.
With a TikTok pinata.
logo.
Yeah. Oh, we could bash the shit out of it. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. It's just, I just can't. Like you said before, I just can't stand how brain rot it is.
Yeah, and you're just you're a viewer of it. There's a whole creator side to
Yeah.
it, and I actually had a few people reply to my tweet, and they were creators, and they kind of said like, well, TikTok's been the only platform I can get views on, and I said that's fine, like if that's all you're after, but if you're trying to do this full time, it's just not a way to grow a community for 95% of the people on there. I do know some people, and they do have good communities on there. I will say that, but it's so rare. Especially if you're just doing posts, live streams a little bit different. If you're streaming every day, you start to build like a community, stuff like that. It takes time though. But if you're just doing posts, it's just not a good way. Because here's the other thing that irks me about that app is people just their filters are just like people just have no
Yeah.
filter on there either when they're commenting. They're like,
I haven't seen bro since December 2024.
and it's which is like 2 months ago. But in the kid's mind, that's like 2 decades. Like
Like, how do they even? Like, I know you want to dig into his mind a little bit. I
Yeah.
feel like when they post their stuff where they don't win $10,000 or whatever, and when they're losing most of the time, it's because of them and like how they talk. And I mean, I watch him, but I don't watch all of his 40-minute long videos because I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
I don't have the attention span for 40
Yeah,
minutes. That's a long video.
He plays a lot of the same game. It's like, man,
Yeah.
there's all these slots, and he plays like Buffalo and Huff and Puff and.
Yeah. But
Hey guys, today we're gonna do a $50,000 baccarat hand.
they bet $1 million for hitting 1 million subs.
I know. I watched
crazy.
a lot of that.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
I still need to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch that. I'll watch all.
He
of
actually
that
ended
one.
up being up,
Oh wow.
which is crazy.
But yeah,
That's
like,
what we need to do. I need to take out all my
yeah,
savings.
taking out all my savings and going to Rivers. Just kidding.
But that's the tough part. Like, if you're just getting started, how do you,
Keep it interesting.
it's gonna have to keep it interesting for us is just the reactions, because like we're not gonna be betting unless we get some miraculous win. Like, we're not betting $15, $20, $25 a spin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll have to send you for whenever we do
But-
the Vegas Matt episode.
I don't know, because I was thinking about it, like for this channel, because again, this Top Throw Matt channel is my second channel, guys. If you found it, congrats. I don't promote this channel anywhere. Whoever's here kind of found it, and that's it. But it's not like linked anywhere, and I'm not sharing this to anything. But it's just kind of a whatever channel. And I was doing slot videos for a while. And I just got frustrated, and I'll admit it, like I went at it the wrong way, but I was so focused on just trying to get a win, and then it just became frustrating, and we were just losing every time.
Yeah. I'll have to send you if you ever.
I think with me and you, though, like if we like just brought the cell phone in and we're just kind of bantering, I think maybe it could work. So you might see some slots. Who knows? I don't know. Or a slot podcast.
Woo! A slot cast.
Slotcast.
No, I'll have to send you the videos of like when we our wins. We'll just
Yeah,
say
we had
our
some,
wins.
Yeah, we could do that. Save that for the next
Yeah.
podcast. We had some pretty big wins. It was cool, and we weren't filming. Of course, we're just there to to relax, because it feels like every time we're there trying to get content, we never win. But sometimes you just gotta, and that's kind of another reason too that I was just like, it's just not becoming fun. And then I even had one, like I thought that one where I was max betting the top dollar one, it was like $5 a spin, or I forget how much it was a spin, up in Buffalo, and I ended up doubling my money, but it got like 2,000 views, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. I thought it was Buffalo.
We're making our what's the one? Caribou.
Caribou.
We're making our own slots.
I wish they had a slot making software. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments, like a legit one that I'd even pay for it too. Like, that'd be so cool to but it has to be easy. It can't be complicated. Like, put your own graphics in and have them, you could say, hey, this will trigger free spins or whatever.
It probably will be complicated.
Yeah, it is, because there's the people who make slots, they're like these big companies. There is a free one on the internet where you can just plop graphics in, but it's so lame. Like, you can't really customize it all. I want
Light and Wonder.
Caribou.
Light and Wonder. IGT.
Light and bullshit. But yeah, we'll see what's to come on this channel. These are just kind of like a side thing, these little podcasts. We don't know if anyone's going to watch them or even care.
I'll watch them. I'll watch them back.
Adam there's a view right there, guys. Shebang.
Woo, one view.
One view, yeah. Is that it?
That's
I
pretty
think
much
I'm
it.
out. Yeah, I'm tired of talking. I'm just actually getting over being sick. So yeah, I'm not sick anymore. It's just the remnants is just still trying to drain out of me, and it's so annoying. So again, guys, second channel, Top Throw Matt. Make sure you drop a sub. Again, we still don't know what's going on here. It could be a podcast channel. Might be bringing a little bit of slots back. Maybe we'll be doing both. I don't freaking know, man. It's whatever the people want to watch.
Okay, bye.
All right. That's episode 2, guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks, Cam Guy Adam, for participating as always.
Yeah.
And like we always say, thanks for watching. Or not watching. I don't know. Bye.